Blog Talk Radio.
You don't understand, see, you don't get it.
People don't understand, man.
I'm a free man, and I don't mean just out of jail. I am
They just don't
free at
understand
last.
Corey Jackson, man. More Medgar Evers. How many more, man? My words, my brother. We gotta get out of stop, man. We gotta get free.
I have
gotta put a stop to it. We gotta get free, man. Gotta get free. We can't keep doing this to us. This tale is ill. The autobiographic is real. So I share it from deep in my memory film. 11/40/35 inscribed on his khaki suit. I set a cross from my brother, trapped in his cell room. Different families around, attempting to heal wounds. Conversation by the hour for dark souls to soothe. But this case is different. It's hella treacherous niggas. Cowards my brother trusted that became his false witness. Picture this, a small town, locale with southern state. And that serves as the framework that outlines the case. A murder took place, victim of another race. She had status and spoke to governors face to face. More fuel for the flames of supremacy and hate that blacks will never escape without God's grace. On the court date, they brought him in shackled, he took the stand. Third black boy being charged for death by one hand. An argument in another state that wouldn't have a chance. But the Commonwealth of Kentucky is a southern land that still got problems with brothers from the motherland. They judge us not by character, but by skin. But in this case, it was one Negro head. They said similar to his in the car when she disappeared. Funny, how many blacks got similar hair? We unlucky. Evidence they use when they argue their trial, but never tested DNA and put it on file. It's all foul and wild. 50 years they gave him. Throughout trial never showed his involvement with the slaying. Just hearsay from inmates and the main suspect.
You don't understand. You don't get it. I'm a free man, and I don't mean just out of jail. I am free at last.
Gotta get free, man. Be more substantive evidence, man. Testimonies from local bums in a segregated city is the evidence they use to convince the jury committee. But really, that's only the second level of injustice. The first level was the lie detector test they shuffled. The main suspect failed too. But detectives lied to the judge to get a warrant through. For who? You guessed it, my brother's name in the loop. The table now set for Southern hospitality soup, and they be cooking black boys by ones and groups. Straight out their youth, they stamp them by stretching the truth. But don't get it twisted, I hate anything that's corrupt. But when the government is guilty, tell me who can you trust? Now 14 of the 50 years my brother is done, and never had nothing to do with the death of the gun, but was violently prosecuted by a snake with a tongue. No wonder we burn with hatred like the rage of the sun.
Let me ensure that I am through walking on the wild. That's all I've been trying to tell you. I have been sick with the social ills.
Well, shalom, Israel. It is another Saturday right here on this Sabbath. You're listening to the Men Empowered Radio Show on the Blog Talk Radio Network at blogtalkradio.com. My name is Brother Malachi. I am your host for another edition of Crime Scene Investigation right here on Sabbath Saturday. It is a November the 30th, 2013. If you'd like to join in on our show conversation to make a comment or have a question at any time, you can always hit us up at 347-205-9279 when we are here live. Also, for those of you all who are joining in the chat room, I check that periodically to see if you have any question or comment at that particular time. We'll be with you here for the next hour and maybe a few minutes after that. We're bringing you the testament of the 12 patriarchs. We'll be featuring Zebulun, the tribe of Zebulun's father, as well as Naphtali. We will be right back right after this music break, and we'll get into who are the descendants of the 12 children of Israel, or the 12 sons of Israel, and we'll be getting into the testament of Zebulon and Naphtali. We'll be right back.
I know who you are. Yeah, I say I know who you are. Yeah, come on. We stiff neck, we wild, we on the corner. wildin' out. We ignorant, we proud, rebellious.
I know who you are, boy, you need some help. Open your mind and free yourself. Truth and knowledge overpowers wealth. Put education on the shelf and take a second look and see which route you took. Fall in love with a bunch of crooks and forget you're the children of that book. To the enemies they told you, made you believe anything they told you, and left you with two decisions. You could choose death or choose religion. But you fell off Jacob's ladder and chose to listen to the master. Got caught in the devil's rapture, now your life is a whole disaster.
Yeah, I said, I know who you are. I know who you are. And I know where you're going. We stiff-necked, we wild, we on the corner, wildin' out. We ignorant, we proud, rebellious, I style.
We're the only ones can't see it, got the truth but don't believe it. Cursed with being disobedient, to the days enslaved in Egypt. Then Moses said, let my people go. Still we act like we ain't know who was our father. We didn't even bother to listen, and not to mention we blatantly worship others. We went from one to another, we threw stones at our brothers. When they was trying to just bring us back to the truth, there's nothing wrong with that. Like Stephanos in the book of Acts, and all he did was take it back.
Yeah, I said, I know who you are. I know who you are. And I know where you're going. We stiff-necked, we wild, we on the corner, wildin' out. We ignorant, we proud, rebellious, I style.
I know the keepers of the law were standing tall, staying righteous above them all. What's the call, coach? The other teams fit with many men that's lost hope, cause they don't know the identity, but I do, so they envy me. Cause you're a nation of people that's so rebellious, accusers of your brother. When he speaks the truth you get jealous, but I stay on the core with all my righteous fellas, cause we know who we are, there's nothing else that you can tell us. Nothing.
Yeah, I said, I know who you are. I know who you are. And I know where you're going. Yeah, I said, I know who you are. I know who you are. And I know where you're stiff-necked, we wild, we on the corner, wildin' out. We ignorant, we proud, rebellious, I style. To be like them, we try. Our own culture, we deny. So unaware, we blind. We searching for a sign. I know who you are. 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 Who you are. I know who you are. I know who you are. I know who you are.
And we are back. The music of Hen featuring Uriah, talking about I Know Who You Are. And speaking of who you are, let me give you a foundation of how we got started here with this particular episode of Crime Scene Investigation. It is a crime when you take information and make things public and say this is the truth, and you say that these are the people of the Bible. We call it identity theft. We're going to give you the identity of the true children of Israel according to the Bible. The 1611 edition of the King James Version Bible had 14 other books with it. Now, most of them are called the Apocryphal books, but let me give you the titles of the books. First Esdras, Second Esdras, Tobit, Juliet, the rest of Esther, the Wisdom of Solomon, Ecclesiasticus, Baruch, the Song of the Three Holy Children, the History of Susanna, Bel and the Dragon, the Prayer of Manasseh, First Maccabees and Second Maccabees. If you know anything about the Bible, if you want to look things up, there was a complete Bible called, well, not complete. They took these books and they called it, these are the Gospels, or you could say, these are the holy words of the Most High. They had it complete, and it's called the 1611 edition of the King James. King James, if you didn't know, was a black man, the king of the kingdoms of the United Kingdom. He was the one that brought Ireland, the one that brought Scotland and Great Britain all under the umbrella of the United Kingdom. Just as the United States is today, 50 so-called states make up the United States. Well, he had the translation of the King James Bible, he had the translation of the Hebrew translated into the English. Yet, one day, the children of Israel will find themselves in captivity again. They were forbidden to read, and therefore they tried to hide the truth according to who they are, saying that these people who come from so-called Africa, which is another name that they have named this particular continent of Egypt, Libya, they named that into a Roman general. I don't forget how to pronounce his name, but this is where we get the name of this particular continent, Africa. Now, you all know that Europe is made up of states, individual countries. Well, now they want to bring it into the European Union. The same as Africa having different countries inside that particular continent. Now, how can you discover something when it's already been discovered and put your brand name on it and call it Africa? The same as the United States, North America, South America. All this land can be found in your Apocryphal book in 2nd Esdras. It's called Osiris. This was called Osiris, North America and South America, meaning hidden land. Now, let me give you, and we'll get into our lesson 4 on this particular Sabbath. These children, the children of Jacob, let's start with the sons, because the sons carry the seed. It can be found in Genesis chapter 49. He will go in detail what would become of his 12 sons. Now, today we're going to be reading the testament of 2 of these sons, Zebulon and Naphtali. Let me give you the meaning, the names of the 12 sons of Jacob, and where their descendants, their children are today. Reuben, tribe name in Hebrew is Ra'abah. The meaning is see a son. The descendants of Reuben are your Aborigines of Australia, and your Seminole Indians of Florida. Simeon, Shamiwa. The meaning is affliction heard. These are the Dominicans in the Dominican Republic. The tribe of Levi, Loya, means join to me. And these are the Haitians. The tribe of Judah. The tribe of Judah is JEWEDuP, means praise of the Most High. These are your African Americans. Now, even though the tribe of Judah is your lead tribe, they had the son of the Most High come from this particular tribe. Yes, this particular tribe brought you the Most High Son, Christ. You know him as Jesus, which is not his real name. His name is Yeshua. Look up the meaning of Yeshua. That's right. Yeshua means my Savior. From the tribe of Judah, these are your African Americans here in the United States, as well as some Brazilians in South America. And you can also say that the Africans that are in Canada, the entire North America, because all of us was bought here on slaves. These are your descendants of the tribe of Judah. Zebulon, meaning dwelling, the Panamanians. Ephraim, Ephraim, fruitful, the Puerto Ricans. Manasseh, made to forget, the Cubans. Naphtali, which we'll be featuring today, tribe name in Hebrew, Naphtali, my wrestling. The location is of their descendants are your Hawaiians and your Pacific Islanders. The tribe of Gad, tribe name in Hebrew, Gad, meaning is truth. And these are your North American Indians. The tribe of Asher in Hebrew is Asher. It means happy. These are your Argentinians, your Brazilians, Central and South Americans. Issachar, Yashakar, means he is hired, and these are your Mexicans that are from the land of Mexico and now in most of the United States these days, right here in your neighborhood. As much as I said before, there's a reason why they are in the black community. Why do you think they're not in the white community? Now, I don't mean to sound like a racist, but I am speaking truth. There's a reason why we have separation going on. It is because of Esau. Once you understand who Esau and Jacob is, you will understand racism. And last, we have the tribe of Benjamin. Banyan, the son of the right, the Jamaicans and the West Indians. Now, one particular tribe I did not mention because they do not have the inheritance today, and that is the tribe of Dan. The tribe of Dan are the ones that went away and settled in Grecia. The Greeks. They settled into Greek. And they were carried away. And you may know some of these, the Spartans, and they are seen in a movie called The 300. And we'll talk about them maybe later on in another particular episode. But these make up the 12 tribes of Israel and where their children are today. Now, if you want to know and say, how did you come to the conclusion that the African Americans are the tribe of Judah? Well, go to Deuteronomy chapter 28, verse 68. No other people fits this description except for the people of the dark race. You may say, well, we said we came from Ham. That is a lie. All blacks did not come from Ham. We came from Shem. And Shem's descendants is Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You may say, but who are the people that are in Israel today? They are from Esau. And they that say they are Jews are not Jews. And Jew is not a nationality. It is just a abbreviation of what they want to call, they are from the tribe of Judah. We know who Judah is, and they are your African Americans. And the Jews that are there today that are saying that they have the book and know who they are, the Bible says in Revelation, says that they are the synagogue of Satan. Now, there's been two words before we get started on Zebulon here. There's been two words that's been coming up in our Testament as well as in other lessons that we've had. Let me give you the definition of it. Beliar, B-E-L-I-A-R, or sometimes spelled B-E-L-I-A-L, is the original, it means in Wicca.com, it means is the original devil. The other meanings is demons, Beliar, on Satan's most venerable demons. According to the Dead Sea Scrolls, Beliar was the original leader of the forces of evil until the New Testament firmly established as the leader of the dark side. Another word that has been coming up is the Confederate. Now, what is or the meaning of Confederate? Because we've been seeing it come up in such books of the Bible as Genesis chapter 14, verse 13, Psalms chapter 83, verses 3, and Isaiah chapter 7, verse 2. It means to unite in league. So this is where this particular, what Confederate means, and this is how the southern states of the United States seceded from the Union and came to join in a league. And so when you hear this come up in your Bible, in those particular scriptures, you know what it means to unite in a league. More than just one group of people. It's several groups of people, like the Confederacy. The Confederacy had the southern states, and they came against their union. So that is what all of that means. And now we'll get into Zebulon, and after Zebulon, we'll go to Naphtali after a music break. The testament of Zebulon concerning compassion and mercy. The record of Zebulon, which is enjoined his children in the 114th year of the life, 32 years after the, and he said to them, hearken to me, sons of Zebulun, attend to the words of your father. I am Zebulun, a good gift to my parents. For when I was born, our father was increased very exceedingly, both in flocks and herds. When with the steep rods he had his portion. I know not, my children, that in all my days I have sinned, save on in through thought, nor do I remember that I have done any iniquity except the sin of ignorance which I committed against Joseph. For I screened my brethren, not telling to my father what had been done. And I wept sore in secret, for I feared my brethren, because they had all agreed together that if any one should declare the secret, he should be slain with the sword. But when they wished to kill him, I adjourned then much with tears not to be guilty of this iniquity. Paragraph 2. For Simeon and Gad came against Joseph to kill him, and Joseph fell upon his face and said unto them, Pity me, my brethren, have compassion upon the bowels of Jacob, our father. Lay not upon me your hands to shed innocent blood, for I have not sinned against you, yet if I have sinned with chastity, chastise me. But lay not upon me your hand, for the sake of Jacob our father. And as he spoke these words, I pitied him and began to weep, and my heart melted within me, and all the substance of my bowels was loose within my soul. And I was not able to stand. And when he saw me weeping with him, and then coming against him to slay him, he fled behind me, beseeching them. And Reuben rose and said, My brethren, let us not slay him, but let us cast him into one of these dry pits, which our father digged and found no water. For this cause the Most High forbade that water should rise up in them, in order that Joseph might be preserved. And the Most High appointed it so until they sold him to the Ishmaelites. We know that the Ishmaelites are the descendants of Abraham from Hagar, and they are your Arabs today in the Middle East and scattered throughout the entire world. Paragraph 3. For in the price of Joseph, my children, I had no shame, but Simeon and Gad and 6 others of our brethren took the price of Joseph and brought scandals for themselves, their wives, and their children, saying, We will not eat of it, for it is the price of our brother's blood, but will tread it down underfoot, because he said that he was king over us. And so let us see what his dreams mean. Therefore is it written in the writings of the law of Enoch. It was another one of the lost books that they tried to put away and not have us to read. That whosoever will not raise up seed to his brother, his scandal shall be unloosed, and they shall spit into his face. And the brethren of Joseph wished not that their brethren should live. And the Most High loosened unto them the scandal of Joseph. For when they came into Egypt, they are unloosed by the servants of Joseph before the gate, and so made obedience to Joseph after the fashion of Pharaoh. And not only did they make obedience to him, but were spit upon also, fallen down upon him for with. And so they were put to shame before the Egyptians. And for after this the Egyptians heard all the evils which be done to Joseph. Paragraph 4. After these things they brought forth food, for I through 2 days and 2 nights tasted nothing, through pity for Joseph. And Judah ate not with them, but watched the pit, for he feared lest Simeon and Gad should run back and slay him. And when they saw that I also ate not, they set me to watch him until he was sold. And he remained in the pit 3 days and 3 nights, and so was sold famishly. And when Reuben heard that while he was away, Joseph had been sold, he rent his clothes about him and mourned, saying, how shall I look in the face of Jacob my father? And he took the money and ran after the merchants and found no one, for they had left the main road and journeyed hastily through rugged byways. And Reuben ate no food on that day. Dan therefore came to him and said, weep not, neither grieve, for I have found what we can say to our father Jacob. Let us slay a kid of the goat and dip in it the coat of Joseph, and we will say, look, if this is the coat of thy son, for they stripped off from Joseph the coat of our father when they were about to sell him, and put upon him an old garment of a slave. Now Simeon had the coat and would not give it up, wishing to rend it with his sword. And he was angry that Joseph lived and that he had not slain him. Then we all rose up together against him and said, if thou give it not up, we will say that thou alone did this wicked in Israel. And so he gave it up, and they had said. Paragraph 5. And now, my children, I bid you to keep the commands of the Most High, and to show mercy upon your neighbor, and to have compassion toward all, not toward men only, but also toward beasts. For this thing's sake, the Most High blessed me, and when all my brethren were sick, I escaped without sickness. For the Most High knoweth the purpose of each. Have therefore compassion in your hearts, my children, because even as a man doeth to his neighbor, even so also will the Most High do to him. For the sons of my brethren were sickening, were dying on account of Joseph, because they showed no mercy in their hearts. But my sons were preserved without sickness, as ye know. And when I was in Canaan by the sea coast, I sought spoil of fish, and Jacob my father, and when were cloaked in the sea abode unheard. Paragraph 6. I was the first who made a boat to sail upon the sea, for the Most High gave me understanding and wisdom therein. And I let down a rudder behind it, and I stretched a sail on an upright mast in the midst, and sailing therein along the shore, I caught fish for the house of my father until we went into Egypt, and through compassion I gave of my fish to every stranger. And if any man were a stranger or sick or aged, I boiled the fish and dressed them well, and offered them to all men as every man had need, bringing them together and having compassion upon them. Wherefore also the Most High granted me to take much fish, for he that imparted unto his neighbor receiveth manifold more from the Most High. For 5 years I caught fish, and gave thereof to every man whom I saw, and brought sufficient for all the house of my father. In the summer I caught fish, and in the winter I kept sheep with my brethren. Paragraph 7. Now I will declare unto you what I did. I saw a man in distress and nakedness in winter time, and he had compassion upon him, and stole away a garment secretly from my house, and gave it to him who was in distress. Do you therefore, my children, from that which the Most High bestoweth upon you, show compassion and mercy impartially to all men, and give to every man with a good heart. And if ye have not at that the time wherewith to give to him that asketh you, have compassion for him in bowels of mercy. I know that my hand found not at the time wherewith to give to him that asketh me. And I walked with him weeping for more than 7 furlongs, and my bowels yearned toward him unto compassion. You see in um, the generosity of the children of Israel, you see that they have this compassion for their neighbors of all men, giving them first the mercy of showing them compassionate to them, giving them food, just have this mercy about other people. We've read this throughout the books. We saw it even in Sodom and Gomorrah, how Lot treated the strangers that would come in. And that, you can see that in the book of Jasher as well as in Genesis. Paragraph 7. Now I would declare unto you what I did. I saw a man in distress and nakedness in wintertime, and had compassion upon him, and stole away a garment secretly from my house, and gave it to him who was in distress. Do you therefore, my children, from that which the Most High bestowed upon you, show compassion and mercy impartially to all men, and give to every man a good heart. And if we have not at that time wherewith to give to him that asketh you, have compassion for him in bowels of mercy. I know that my hand found not at that time wherewith to give to him that asketh me, and I walked with him weeping for more than 7 furlongs, and my bowels yearned toward him unto compassion. Now I read that again because I thought of when Esau, or you would say the Spaniards, or you would also say Columbus, when he came to the Americas, how did they greet them? They greeted them with compassion, just as the tribe of Gad, when the English came over here to colonize and took this land. How compassion did our people give to them and showed them how to survive in their so-called new land that they say, or the new world. And then how they portrayed the tribe of Esau when they came over here and brought sickness and disease and took their land, and really, you might as well say, enslaved them and put them on reservations. How compassionate was our people. But if you turned them the wrong way, Gad rose up and fought them, but was later put down by this truth. And we know that is the U.S. Cavalry. Paragraph 8. Have therefore yourselves also, my children, compassion toward every man with mercy, that the Most High also may have compassion upon you. When you sow that seed, this is what you get. You sow compassion, you get compassion. You sow by the sword, you'll die by the sword. Upon you, and have mercy upon you, because also in the last days the Most High sendeth his compassion on the earth, whereof he findeth bowels of mercy. He dwelleth in him, for how much compassion a man had upon his neighbors, so much also had the Most High upon him. For when we went down into Egypt, Joseph bore no malice against us, and when he saw me, he was filled with compassion. And looking toward him, do ye also, my children, approve yourself without malice, and love one another, and reckon not each one the evil of his brother. For this brethren unity, and divided and troubleth the soul. For he who breedeth malice had not bowels of mercy. Paragraph 9. Mark the waters that they flow together, and sweep along stones, trees, sand. But if they are divided into many streams, the earth sucketh them up, and they become of no account. So also shall ye be if ye are be divided. Divide not yourselves into two heads, for everything which the Most High made had but one head. He gave two shoulders, hands, feet, but all the members are subject unto the one head. I have learnt by the writings of my fathers that in the last days you will depart from the Most High and be divided in Israel, and you will follow two kings and will work every abomination, and every idol will ye worship. And your enemies shall lead, ye shall dwell among the nations with all infirmities and tribulations and anguish of soul. And after these things you will remember the Most High and will repent. He will lead you back, for he is merciful and full of compassion, not imputing evil to the sons of men, because they are flesh, and the spirit of error deceives them in all their doings. And after these things shall the Most High himself arise to you. The light of righteousness and healing and compassion shall be upon his wings. He shall redeem all captivity of the sons of men from Belair. There's that word again. There's that spirit again, which means Satan. And every spirit of error shall be trodden down, and shall bring back all the nations to zeal for him. And ye shall see fashion of a man, whom the Most High shall choose. Jerusalem is his name. And again, with the wickedness of your words will ye provoke him to anger, and ye shall be cast away, even unto the time of consumption. Paragraph 10. And now, my children, grieve not that I am dying, nor be troubled, in that I am passing away from you. For I shall arise once more in the midst of you as a ruler in the midst of his sons. And I will rejoice in the midst of my tribe. As many as have kept the law of the Most High and the commandments of Zebulun their father. But upon the ungodly shall the Most High bring everlasting fire, and will destroy them throughout all generations. I am hastening away unto my rest, as did my fathers. But do ye fear the Most High your God, for with all your strength, all the days of your life. And when he had said these things, he fell calmly asleep, and his sons laid him in a coffin, and afterwards they carried him up to Hebron and buried him with his fathers. Now we'll go into Naphtali right after this music break, and we will be right back right after this.
The very word secrecy is repugnant in a free and open society, and we are as people, apparently and historically, opposed to secret society.
Spies everywhere looking at us, everyone. They would stand on our own and rise from the dust. Satellites on our every move, send those zombies drop bones awake home. We come soon. It's gonna take some faith. A voice said go that way. They're coming in all black any day to try to take us away. Yeah, yeah. What if you were told to go and leave all you had behind? You prepare a better place, knowing what's coming down the line. What if it's time to go, before they come knocking down the door? If you were waiting the early morn, you're gone, what if? All seeing eye illuminate us out the depopulate because the war is ramping up. And MJ told us once, I wanna say is that they don't really care about us. So it's gonna take some faith. They're coming any day. It's time for us to break our chains and prepare to walk away. Yeah. What if you were told to go and leave all you had behind to prepare a better place, knowing we're coming down the line? What if it's time to go before they come knocking down the door? If you were waiting the early morn, you're gone. What if? But what if you embrace your decision instead of waiting to surrender? What if you found that you've been cold and awakened? We'll see. To fight a great conspiracy. What if you were told to go? Leave all you had behind to prepare a better place, knowing we're coming down the line. What if it's time to go before we come knocking down the door? If you were waiting the early morn, you're gone. What if you were told to go? Leave all you had behind to prepare a better place, knowing we're coming down the line. What if it's time to go before we come knocking down the door? If you were waiting the early morn, you're gone. What if?
We have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order.
Bush kept said, and it's the phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
And it's the music of Richard Shepard Jr. right here on Crime Scene Investigation. We are conducting an investigation of the Testament of Lost Books, and we're reading the Testament of Zebulon as well as Naphtali. We're getting ready to get underway of the Testament of Naphtali concerning natural goodness. We've just finished up the Testament of Zebulon, and we know that the descendants of Zebulon are the people of Panama, the Panamanians. We also know that Naphtali, the descendants of Naphtali, are the people of the Hawaiians and Pacific Islanders. We're getting ready to get underway right here on Crime Scene Investigation. If you have any comments or questions, feel free to give us a call right here while we are here live at 347-205-9279. And thank you for joining us in the chat room. Feel free anytime, comment or put down a question at any time. Also, for those of you all who are joining, I see we have a lot of lines that are on the phone listening to us via phone. At any time, you can press 1 on your phone and we will plug you right into the conversation with your question or comment. The Testament of Naphtali. We know that Naphtali, one of the sons of Jacob, and on Naphtali it means my wrestle, and his descendants are the Hawaiian Pacific Islanders. We're right here on this edition of Crime Scene Investigation, and we have in our scheduled allotment of time a little over 10 minutes left, and we'll probably go into the overtime. So thank you for joining with us on this particular Sabbath Saturday, the Testament of Zebulon and Naphtali. Paragraph 1 of the Testament of Naphtali. The records of the testament of Naphtali, what things he ordained at the time of his death in the 132nd year of his life, when his sons were gathered together in the 7th month and the 4th day of the month. He made them a feast and good cheer. And after he was awake in the morning, he said to them, I am dying. And they believed him not. And he blessed the Most High and affirmed that after yesterday's feast he should die. He began them to say to his sons, Hear, my children, ye sons of Naphtali. Hear the words of your father. I was born from Bilhah, and because Rachel dealt crafty and gave Bilhah in place of herself to Jacob, and she bore me up on Rachel's lap. Therefore I was called Naphtali, and Rachel loved me because I was born up on her lap. And when I was of young and tender form, she was wont to kiss me and say, Would that I might see a brother of thine from my own womb. Like unto also Joseph was like unto me in all things, according to the prayers of Rachel. Now my mother was Bilhah, daughter of Rothes, the brother of Deborah, Rebekah's nurse, and she was born on one and the same selfsame day with Rachel. And Ratheus was of the family of Abraham, a Chaldean, fearing the Most High, firstborn and noble. And he was taken captive and was bought by Laban. And he gave him Anah, his handmaid, to wife. And she bore a daughter and called her Zipphah, after the name of the village in which he had been taken captive. And next she bore Bilhah, saying, My daughter is eager after what is new. For immediately that she was born, she was for the breast. Paragraph 2. And since I was swift on my feet like a deer, my father Jacob appointed me for all errands and messages. And as a deer did he give me his blessing. For as a potter knoweth the vessel, what it containeth, and bringeth clay thereto, so also do the Most High make the body in accordance with the Spirit, and according to the capacity of the body do it. He implant the Spirit, and the one is not deficient from the other by a third part of a hair. For by weight and measure and rule is every creature of the Most High. And as the potter knoweth the use of each vessel, whereto it is suffered, so also doeth the Most High know the body, capable for goodness, and when it beginneth in evil. For there is no created thing and no thought which the Most High knoweth not. For he created every man after his own image, as man's strength, so also is his work. And as his mind, so also is his work. And as his purpose, so also is his doing. As his heart, so also is his mouth. As his eye, so also is his sleep. As his soul, so also is his word, either in the law of the Most High or the law of Belial. Now there it is again. You see how strong it is far as the demon activity going on in their time. Continuing on. And as there is a division between light and darkness, between seeing and hearing, so also is there a division between man and man, and between woman and woman. Neither is it to be said that there is any superiority in anything, either of the face of other like things. For the Most High made all things good in their order. The five senses in the head, he joined on the neck to the head, the hair also for comeliness, the heart moreover for understanding, the belly for the dividing of the stomach, and calamus for health, the liver for wrath, the gall for bitterness, the spleen for laughter, the reins for craftiness, the loins for power, the ribs for containing the back for strength, and so forth. So then, my children, be ye orderly unto good things in the fear of the Most High, and do nothing disorderly in scorn or out of its due season. For if thou bid the eyes to hear, it cannot so, neither in darkness can do the works of light. Paragraph, be ye not therefore eager to corrupt your doings through excess or with empty words to deceive your souls, because if ye keep silence in purity of heart, ye shall be able to hold fast the will of the Most High, and to cast away the will of the devil. Sun and moon and stars change neither the order. So also ye shall not change the law of the Most High in disorderliness of your doings. Nations, when aggrieved and forsook the Most High and changed their order, and follow stones and stocks, following after spirits of error. But ye shall not be so, my children, recognizing in the firmament, in the earth, and in the sea, and in all created things, the Most High who made them all, that ye become not as Sodom. Remember, we talked about all the lawlessness that they had in the book of Jasher. Remember, it wasn't just the sexual sins that Sodom and Gomorrah had, but they had lawlessness in that particular city, in that particular land. Continuing on, which changed the order of its nature. In like manner also the watchers changed the order of their nature, whom also the Most High cursed the flood, for their sakes made desolate the earth, that it should be uninhabited and fruitless. Paragraph 4. These things I say, my children, for I have read in the holy written of Enoch, that ye shall yourselves also will depart from the Most High, walking according to all wickedness of the Gentiles, and ye will do according to all the iniquity of Sodom. And the Most High will bring captivity upon you, and there shall ye serve your enemies, and ye shall be covered with all affliction and tribulation, until the Most High shall have consumed you all. And after that ye shall have been diminished and made few. Ye will return and acknowledge the Most High your God, and he will bring you back into your own land according to his abundant mercy. And it shall be after that they shall come into the land of their fathers. They will again forget the Most High and wickedly, and the Most High shall scatter them upon the face of all the earth. That can be seen in Deuteronomy chapter 28, verses 15 through 68. We're going into overtime. And for those of you all who are joining us, you may be cut off, but you can listen to us in the archives, or you can call us at 347-205-9279. Face of all the earth until the compassion of the Most High shall come. A man working righteously and showing mercy unto all them that are afar off, and then that are near. We're now going into paragraph 5 of the testament of Naphtali. For in the year of my life I saw in a vision that the sun and the moon were standing still on the Mount of Olives at the east of Jerusalem. And behold, Isaac, the father of my father, said to us, run and lay hold of them each one according to his strength. And he that seizeth them, his shall be the sun and the moon. And we all of us ran together, and Levi laid hold of the sun, and Judah outstripped and others and seized the moon. And they were both of them lifted up with them. And when Levi became as a son, a certain young man gave to him 12 branches of palm. And Judah was bright as the moon, and under his feet were 12 rays. And Levi and Judah ran, and laid hold each of the other. And lo, a bull upon the earth, having 2 great horns, and an eagle's wings upon his back. And we wished to seize him, but could not. For Joseph outstripped us, and took him, and ascended on high. And I saw, for I was there, and behold, a holy writing appeared to us, saying, Assyria, Medes, Persian, Elamites, Galatians, Chaldeans, Syrians, shall possess in captivity the 12 tribes of Israel. Paragraph 6. And again, after 7 months, I saw our father Jacob standing by the sea of Gemenia, and we, his sons, were with him. And behold, there came a ship sailing by, full of dried flesh, without sailors or pilots. And there was written upon the ship, Jacob. And our father said to us, let us embark on our ship. And when we had gone on board, there arose vehement storms and a tempest of mighty wind. And our father, who was holding the helm, flew away from us. And we, being tossed with the tempest, were borne along over the sea, and the ship was filled water and beaten about with a mighty wave, so that it was well nigh broken in pieces. And Joseph fled away upon a little boat, and we all were divided upon 12 boards, and Levi and Judah were together. We therefore all were scattered, even unto afar off. Then Levi, girt about with sackcloth, prayed for us all unto the Most High. And when the storm ceased, immediately the ship reached the land as through in peace. And lo, Jacob our father came, and we rejoiced with one accord. Paragraph 7. These 2 dreams I told to my father, and he said to me, these things must be fulfilled in their season. After that, Israel had endured many things. Then my father said unto me, I believe that Joseph liveth, for I see always that the Most High numbered him with you. And he said, weeping, thou livest, Joseph my child, and I behold thee not. And thou seest not Jacob, and begot thee. And he caused us also to weep at the words of his, and I burned in my heart to declare that he had been sold, but I feared my brethren. Paragraph 8. Behold, my children, I have shown unto you the last times that all shall come to pass in Israel. Do ye also therefore change your children, that they be united to Levi and to Judah. For through Judah shall salvation arise unto Israel, and in him shall Jacob be blessed. For through his tribe shall the Most High be seen dwelling among men on the earth, to save the race of Israel. And he shall gather together the righteous from the Gentiles, if he work that which is good, my children, both men and angels will bless you. And the Most High will be glorified through you among the Gentiles, and the devil will flee from you, and the wild beasts will fear you, and the angels will cleave to you. For as if a man rear up a child well, he had kindly remembrance thereof. So also for a good work there is a good remembrance with the Most High. But him who doeth not, angels shall curse, and the Most High will dishonor among the heathen through him. And the devil maketh him his own, as his particular instrument, and every wild beast shall master him, and the Most High will hate him. For the commandments of the law are twofold, and through prudence must they be fulfilled. But there is a season for a man to embrace his wife, and a season to abstain therefrom for his prayer. So then there are two commandments, and unless they be done in due order, they bring about sin. So also with the other commandments, be ye therefore wise in the Most High, and prudent, and understand the order of the commandments and the laws of every work, and the Most High may love you. Our final verse, paragraph 9, our final paragraph. And when he had charged them with many such words, he exhorted them that they should remove his bones to Hebron, and should bury him with his fathers. And when he had eaten and drunken with a merry heart, he covered his face and died. And his sons did according to all things whatsoever Naphtali their father had charged them. We hope you've been blessed by the reading of the words of the testaments of Naphtali, Naphtali as well as Zebulun. We hope you've been blessed by the information that we have given you on the spirit of Belial, as well as the word of confederate. We hope you've been blessed by knowing who the descendants of the 12 tribes of Israel are. And we hope that you will join in again with us again on the powerful teaching of the 12 tribes of Judah, the testament of the 12 patriarchs. So until next time, this is Brother Malachi with the Organization of the Men in Power. We'll see you again on Monday at 10 p.m. Until next time, shalom, everybody. We leave you with Richard Shepherd Jr. again on to Zion.
I was lost, but now I'm found. I'm a child of Israel. I heard the sound. Please give me the strength to stand today. With my eyes towards the east, show me the way. Guide my path.